So it has been an eon since I've done a YouTube video of the garden on this channel, and I'm going to try to get back into that. And so they're not going to be anything fancy, it's just going to be me in the garden. And so let's do a little tour of my current favorite bed right now to keep it simple. So let's do it. So I'm going to start first with the Cuban Germander. This is a clipping I took from a bigger plant that I got at formerly known as Peckerwood Garden Nursery. I got it, it's now known as the John Berry Nursery and Garden, and it has done great. I mean, it was this little bitty thing, like this big, little cutting, and it has done extremely well. This is my fence row, my neighbor's there, my broken fence that a tree fell on a couple of years ago, and we have not been able to fix it yet. Something I have been really enjoying adding in are these grasses. It's Dicanthelium. I think it's commutatum. It's a native grass. It actually just kind of came up naturally, and I have really been liking adding it to the edge of the garden here. And also, there's a better area of it I'll show you later. But I'm going to show you. Boom. So this is my dedicated bed that I don't share with my husband. I can plant it wherever I want. And we have he has his own bed, and then we have community beds where we have to discuss and agree and all of that good stuff. But over here, mostly this is a lot of blue curls coming in here. The yellow is Verbicina alternifolia wing stem. It is a lovely, lovely little plant. I highly recommend it. It's a relative of my taller frostweed, Verbicina virginica. And I love it. It has some seeds are coming into ripeness there, and I really enjoy it. This is a new addition. You can see my cage. This is a Silphium rosenweed, and I got this at a plant sale, a virtual plant sale for Mercer Arboretum, and the deer came through, and I wanted to protect it. I'm trying to think if there's anything super interesting going on. Get some foxgloves, some common milkweed. There's more common milkweed, but the monarchs have kind of destroyed it recently. This is not Lauren's great poppy. It's not Lauren's great poppy. It's a salvia. And the name is escaping me at the moment. But it usually gets really bushy, but it hasn't gotten bushy in a couple of years. The frosts have kind of messed that up. Got the salvia coccinea in there looking great. And this thyme border has done so well over the years. It gets a little, I don't know, in the fall, you can see this little spot. It'll kind of thin out in some areas like that. But then it just comes back and looks so lush. It's an extremely great border plant. I highly recommend it. And got a couple native ferns. I think this is the lady fern back there trying to live. There's another one further back there. And like I said, the Verbicina the frostweed has kind of gone crazy. Well, there's a lady beetle trying to eat some aphids. I've got aphids all over this. But I let things just kind of do their own thing usually. There's a cool little ant. See if I can get it to focus there. But, oh, there's another one right there. If you let nature do its own thing, it's gonna take care of itself, usually. And, ooh, I might have to edit that because I'm just thinking here. All right, back in here is a cool fern I also got. It's called upside down fern, and you can see Arachnoides standishii. I might need to try to move it out. That's a weed. But the deer actually really like this one, so I've tried to hide it. Got some salvia in here. I should actually transplant, but black and blue salvia. Oh yeah, here is the section of grass, the Dicanthelium, that I really like. It has done really well here. So I would like to get that going around the rest of the border of this bed. It's just a really cool native little plant and a ground cover. Don't be afraid of grasses in the right places. Oh, you know, I totally smooshed this little Gulf Coast pinstem in. So cute. black and blue salvia. And back here is my albutilon cutting behind a cage again, from the deer. The deer have messed this up. But yeah, this was a cutting from a bigger plant we had in a different area, and it died after Harvey, too much rain. And I took a cutting beforehand. What you see in front is actually salvia. But so I'm hoping I can get it to grow and keep the deer off of it. And back here, this is a cool plant back here. I think it's Hypoxis hirsuta. Flowers are just now trying to open. Get it to focus there for you guys. This was actually 3 of these in the garden, and it came in one big pot, and I divided it. Just huge root system. Divided it into 3. The 3 clumps are doing great. I actually should divide that one some more, or another one later. And back here we've got some other ferns hanging out back there. Beautyberry native growing on the other side of the fence there. And see if I can get you. Oh, this is totally a weed that can go. Boop, you need to go. Bye. So this is the bed from this viewpoint. This is doing well. The Verbicina needs to, the frostoid, I think. I wanted to move it further back next year, but I think, as you see, it's leaning for more light, and it's under this oak tree there. I really think it needs a little more light than it's getting, but you know, most of the frostweed I see anyway is on woodland edges. It never gets this tall. It's probably this tall because of this nice moisture, the nice soil that I've got, and you know, side of the road woodland soil is never usually that rich. But I have been enjoying it. It's a pollinator magnet. Not a lot of pollinators on it right this second, but I do recommend adding it in. And if you can find some on the side of the road, just throw some seeds in your garden. It's gonna come up beautifully.